Okay, here we go. This is a little bit of a longer one. This is called Kerryg and Sam the Bellhop. Sam the Bellhop was an ingenious young man. Even though he spent a lot of time as a bellhop, he bought himself a bar with all the money he saved. And one day, four kingly gentlemen come walking in. And they say to him, Sam, my friend, they say, "Do you know any ladies in town?" He says, "Well, I'll see what I can do." So old Sam, he goes down a block over here, a block over there. He comes back to him, and he comes back to him. And of course, he just even cuts the deck about here or anywhere. And he says, "You know what?" He says, "I might be able to find you some ladies." He says, "If you don't mind, if there are a couple brunettes and a couple redheads." They said, "Sam, you're a heck of a guy." He says, "Where in the world did you find them?" He says, "Oh, they were down there at the 654 Club." He says, "Sam, we really like you. Tell you what, have a $2 tip." So they're sitting there a while, and they said, "Sam, you know what?" He says, "We got the itch. We feel lunky. We want to play some cards." He says, "Do you know any other gentlemen around here that like to play cards?" He says, "Well, it's kind of early." He says, "I'll see what I can do." So old Sam, he goes down a couple blocks. He goes a block over here. He goes another block over here. And he comes back to him, and he says, "You know what?" He says, "I can find you a couple gentlemen." He says, "But you might have a little bit of a problem with these guys." And he says, "Well, what is that?" He says, "Well," he says, "you see, they all got the same name." And he says, "Well, what do you mean?" He says, "Well, you see this guy right here. Come here. Yeah, see, his name is Jack." I love this part. Yeah, see this guy over here? Yeah, his name is Jack. And this guy down here? Yep, his name is Jack. And this guy over here? Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, his name is Jack. I love that part. That's a great display. They said, "Sam, where in the world did you find him?" And he says, "Where do you think?" He says, "Down there at the 654 Club." He said, "Sam, you know what? We like you so much. Have a $2 tip." So they're going along a while. And they said, "Sam, we didn't do too good. We lost some money." He says, "Can you get us?" We lost about $40. He says, "Can you get us a couple 20s?" He looks in the cash drawer and he says, "Well, I can't get you 20s. He says, "But I can get you 4 10s. He said, "Sam, you're a heck of a guy. Have a $2 tip." He looked at him and they said, "Sam, you look like you're kind of a young guy. What are you, about 38? He says, "Hey, you're close." He says, 39. He says, "Do you live around here, Sam?" He says, "Oh, yeah. I live down there at 1329 West State Street." He said, "Sam, do you ever do any gambling?" He says, "Oh, heck yeah." And he says, "Well, where do you go?" He says, "Well, now, where do you think?" "Down there at the 654 Club." He says, "Well, when you're down there, do you ever see any decent hands?" He said, "Oh, yeah. I seen a guy come in one day. He had 3 7s backed up with a pair of 9s. Wow, full boat. He must have taken the pot." He says, "Nope." He says, "Another guy come in, dead man hand. Aces over 8s. He says, "Well, shoot, he had to take it. That's a pretty strong hand." He says, "Nope. That magician Kerryg come in, and he had a complete straight flush." And that, my friends, is the story of Sam the Bellhop.